Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new family-friendly fright fest from Netflix called Nightbooks. Produced by Sam Raimi, this one has definitely gone under the radar. But is it too scary for kids and too silly for adults? Let's talk about it. Nightbooks is directed by David Yarovesky and written by Mickey Daughtry and Tobias Iaconis, based upon the book by J.A. White. It stars Winslow Fegley, Lydia Jewett, and Krysten Ritter. The film follows Alex, a boy obsessed with scary stories, who is imprisoned by an evil witch in her New York City apartment. Nightbooks is a film very reminiscent of Goosebumps and Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark, but it also mixes in a bit of producer Sam Raimi's own Drag Me to Hell into the mix as well. Yes, this is a weird movie. Nightbooks is a film with frightening images, fantasy-based action, and it happens to follow two kids. And while it certainly is not for a super young audience, the 12-year-old inside of me would have absolutely loved this movie. And the adult version of me also had a blast with it. The film follows Alex, a young boy who is obsessed with scary stories. A traumatic moment in his life has caused him to try and hide away his penchant for storytelling, though, until he is imprisoned by a witch in her New York apartment who swears to kill him if he doesn't tell her an original scary story every night. In his new prison, he meets a girl named Yasmin who has become a slave for the witch. The two put their ingenuity to the test to try to escape the apartment and get to the bottom of who their captor is and what her motives are. A film like this rides or dies on its child actors, as they have the weight of the entire film on their shoulders, and I am so happy to say that young Winslow Fegley and Lydia Jewett are absolutely phenomenal in their roles. The charisma these two performers have is extraordinary, and these two not only have extremely emotional scenes to pull off, but also comedy and horror scenes to get through as well. The two together really make a fantastic team, and I never once felt like I was watching a kids movie in their assured hands. Krysten Ritter, who blew me away in Jessica Jones, Breaking Bad, and one of my personal favorite underrated sitcoms, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, is having the time of her life playing the evil witch Natasha. Her wardrobe, makeup, and hairstyling is so extravagant that you can feel like she is living for playing this role. Ritter is able to balance being absolutely terrifying with her own brand of quirkiness that works so well in a family film like this. You can't hate her because she is so fabulous, but you also still feel her menace in every scene as well. Nightbooks surprised me in how terrifying it became, and it will surely scare the heck out of kids who are faint of heart. But I still think this is a great movie for families, especially ones with kids in their tweens or teens, because it mixes just enough fantasy and heart into the mix. While there are effective jump scares and images that might keep the kiddies up at night, it is able to mix that with a sense of childlike wonder that really captured me. It also has so many themes that resonated with me as well. Embracing creativity in our youth, highlighting the importance of literature and writing in a social media world, and also finding vindication in your ideas and who you are as a person. There is so much here to grab onto for not only the kids, but the adults in their life as well. By no means is Nightbooks a perfect film. There was one gross out humor moment in the movie that rubbed me the wrong way. Why do filmmakers think that they need to put this type of comedy in a family film to keep the kids engaged? It just felt really out of left field and not in line with the tone of the movie. I also think that Nightbooks starts off so strong, but there are some very cheesy scenes in the end that take away from the gravity of this situation. Last but not least, I don't think Ritter, who has been chewing the scenery during this movie's entirety, got the send-off that she deserved. But at the end of the day, Nightbooks is a fantastic entry into this small, little niche market of scary, family-friendly content. I think it's definitely worth a watch, whether you are a kid or a kid at heart. So I will be giving Nightbooks 3.25 hairless cats out of 5. This is a horror film for kids that does not insult their intelligence. It is fun, frightening, and full of heart, and while it certainly has its issues, the performances, creativity, and poignant messages make it a must-see for mostly the entire family. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. We will see you soon.